Alright, we've arrived at Algonquin bound, got our gear, now it's time to hit the road, let the adventure begin.
Sand Lake Gate. Welcome to the Conch.
Okay, I'm going to give you a quick look at the map here. So we're basically going to be starting off at Lake Travers right here. Then we're going to follow this route all the way around about 53 kilometers over to Lake McManus. There's going to be lots of challenges, rapids, camping, fishing. It's going to be awesome.
All right, just arrived on destination. Have a quick look in behind me. Beautiful little spot. There's our canoe. We're going to load up and head off. We just left the launch and we're gonna do a little bit of fishing. We got a pro tip from one of the outfitters, basically letting us know that the big muskie are all shallow and the water is actually quite cold. You could really feel a good chill to it. Don't know what the temperature is, but it's definitely pretty frigid.
It's like 68, 70?
Yeah, 68, 70 sounds about right. So I can see we have a little brake line coming up right here, Jesse.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to cast into there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Oh! All right, we got a bass on the line. First fish of the trip. Fish on?
Yeah, little bigger. Oh. Okay, we might need help. That feels bigger, dude.
Bass or muskie?
I think it's muskie. It's pulling.
There we go.
Oh my God.
So it turns out that Jesse ended up catching a really nice catfish. He opted not to get slimed and take it out for a picture, so we just released it from the water. But anyway, we wrapped that up, decided to hit the water again. With the wind picking up and the threatening of rain, we figured it was best to go out and find a campsite, and we still had a long way to paddle. After searching for a little bit, we finally found a campsite that would actually work for us. And it was pretty cool because when we pulled up, there was about 4 of these little snapping turtle nests there. And there was a bunch of little critters running around, birds and everything. It was really, really nice.
So we've been seeing this little bird running up and down the shore. And we found its nest. Right there. Cute little thing. So alright guys, this is camp. Have a look around. So, right over here, we have our fire pit. We were lucky enough to find a bunch of wood. Whoever were here last left us a bunch of goodies behind. We've already cut up a bunch right here and behind me. And I'll show you my camp. I got a little bit of a mess to clean up, but here's all my gear. I'll be sleeping in my hammock. And if anybody's curious, this is the Hammock Mountain Outdoors Coyote Pack X, and you'd be hard pressed to find a better hammock than this.
So once we arrived on camp, we basically did a big push to get everything set up, got wood cut, got a fire started, and lucky enough we were able to find a fire pit and somebody left the grill behind. So we cooked some steaks, shot the shit, and just enjoyed the time until the next morning.
We're going to wrap this one up on day one. All we did was really hang around by the fire, eat and chat a little bit, and but tomorrow there'll be more video. Well, 6 o'clock in the morning, day 2, and this is what we woke up to. Piss pouring rain, mosquitoes everywhere. It's insane. So we're basically gonna have to lay low for a little while. Hope that the rain dies down, and then pack up camp, have some breakfast, and get the hell out of here. All right.
We're stuck under the under the tarp, eating breakfast. I'll give you a look. Got some oatmeal and trail mix, all mixed up in a pot. And a nice, really strong black coffee. That's what we're going to be paddling out to in about an hour, hour and a half, and it's going to suck. So we're on the river now. Really gorgeous spot. Still no more fish. We're stopping at a couple of spots here, doing some casting, and then casting and traveling, I guess. You know, taking like 10 casts, 12 casts each, and then moving on down the water. But nothing seems to be biting. We had those 2 hits on the muskies, and that was it. But
Not an otter at all.
all right. Second little bassy bass of the trip. Oh, there we go. I got it. There we go. Canada's got some of the prettiest wild land out there. Even though this is a park, it's just gorgeous here. After Victor's catfish, we didn't catch anything else, but we did have 2 hits with muskies, and then everything died. So looking at the time now, we gotta kind of paddle down the river and get moving. We fished a little bit longer than probably we should have, and we need to gain some distance. See you in a bit. And not too long after filming this, Jesse lands this beautiful muskie. Fought like crazy, thrashed around, and put a pretty good gash in his finger. But he was okay, and the fish was released, but couldn't get it on camera. So we arrived at the first portage and basically grabbed all their gear. We had our pack. Everything was attached to me. And ended up walking all the way down to the other end to the takeout. And sure enough, by the time we got there, the other guys were already coming down in their canoe. Here, check it out.
That's why I don't want to bring gear. Everyone's just so... Guys, you guys should hit it without the gear. I'm telling you, you should try it.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, guys! Come on, guys! Here! Hard, hard, hard! Come, come, come! Paddle! Hard! Come on the right! Come on the right! Ah! On the right, guys!
Just completed my first ever rapid. Turns out it was a class 3. probably not the best rapid to cut my teeth on, but it was fun.
we made it, so that's what counts. Now we got a series of swifts and a small rapid coming up ahead. So maybe I'll see if I can spin you around and you can get a view of what we're seeing on the way down. We just ran another rapid, and I forgot to actually set the camera up again. But anyway, we got through it pretty much unscathed and saved ourselves 380 meters, doing 130 meters 3 times with a double carry. So it worked out pretty good. I'm happy with that, and it saved us a bunch of time and energy. But that little bit of lunch that we ate feels like it's wearing out. Muscles are getting tired, but hopefully we're not far away from our next camp, and maybe we can do some fishing once we get all set up. Well, got me another little bass. Little bassy bass. Nice little guy. That's the, I don't know, 3rd or 4th one today. Doing all right. All right, guys, have a look in there behind me. That's going to be my view from my hammock. I've got a tree right here, and I've got another tree right here. So we're going to hang up the hammock, and that's pretty much what I'm going to be looking at. It's going to be beautiful.
This will be home sweet home for the night.
All right, so I'm just lying down for a little bit. We've been going since around 7 o'clock this morning. The wind is actually pretty bad, as you can see. It's just kind of blowing me around a little bit, but for the most part, I'm pretty comfortable. Feeling pretty good. Just had to take a bit of a break. We've been paddling pretty hard. We've covered a lot of ground, and I got to rehydrate. So I've got this survival filter water bag. I find they work quite well. They're pretty durable. This is actually my second batch. I've ordered 2 once before, and these are the second ones that I've ordered. The other ones ended up popping over time, but I mean, when the last ones broke, it's because I was doing something stupid with them. I had them hanging off my pack with something sharp, and it ended up poking a hole in one of them, and it leaked out. So I drank all the water out of it while I was leaking, and then headed on. But anyway, so the plan is, for now, is just going to take it easy, take a break, rehydrate, feel a little bit better, and then I'm probably going to do a little bit more fishing, probably from shore here, just to see what we can get onto. Hopefully we can catch some more bass, some more fish. I've got some jigs I want to try out, and that's about it. So I'm gonna just chill here for a little while, and I'll see you in a bit.
Trumpet species. There's a couple.
Have a look at this, guys. We arrive on site, and here's what we got: pot full of chanterelles and black trumpets. What a deal! Look at that. It's freaking awesome. We're gonna add that to the catch and cook tonight. Maybe some mac and cheese. Ooh, buddy. There you have it. Boys frying up some catfish. That's a lot of meat right there. Did you do the bass yet?
We're going next, all of it at once. Maybe not all of it at once, but...
So turns out that 2 of the 6 batteries that I bought for this trip for my GoPro were no good. So I had to charge the remaining batteries and my cell phone at the same time. So that was it for the video for the rest of this night.
Well, good morning, guys. It is 7 a.m. Day 3. Slept like a baby last night for the most part, but I had a little trouble with my under blanket. As you can see, it's slipped out from beside me. I'll have to loosen that up tonight for tonight's sleep, and hopefully we'll be able to be more comfortable and warm. It got chilly last night, so. But anyway, it's gonna be a big day today. We've got a lot of paddling to do. We have a 1,500 meter portage to do and a 480. Hopefully we'll be able to run some of it because that's gonna be rough. But we're gonna be going to a cool spot called the Natch. So let's get things rolling, start packing up, and have some breakfast. And that's it. How's my eye looking? Oof. Pretty bad. Anyway, catch you later.
I'll have a look at this, guys. So we're just about to hit the water again. We're getting ready to take off.
Massive group of people coming.
Yeah, got a big group of people coming. And this is Jesse,
How you doing?
the man who put this together. Awesome dude. But look at this. Spend the money on a good PFD. I got these ones, and my zipper broke on the trip right after, or just when we arrived here, and I had to poke holes and tie it up to make sure it stays on with some bank line. Really not optimal considering we've got 2 class 2s we got to go down today. Pretty shit, but it is what it is.
All right, here we go. Looks pretty chill the whole way down. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do in avoiding that rock right there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Touching bottom here, oh. Whoa, whoa, we're turning. We got some rocks to the right. Yeah, that's the good stuff. We got some rocks up ahead, but out by Victor, I think we can just, we'll go a bit more this way. Yeah, and I'm gonna put on my sunscreen. That was fun, eh, boys? Yeah, crooked shoot, here we come. Well, that just saved us what was it, 400 and what? 485 meter portage. Awesome. So, we got crooked chute coming up here, which is straight down that way, and it's pretty much death. You don't want to go down there in a canoe at all. We completely missed the first takeout. We reached the second takeout, and well, here we are, alive and well. But now we got to find out where the portage is, and it's a pretty long one. This was like, I think, 1,000 meters probably. Maybe we cut off some of it, but I think it was 1,500 originally. But anyway, this will be a double carry. We'll have to take our gear all the way down to the end, come back, grab the canoe, and walk back. It's going to be a lot of movement, but here we go. It's too bad they don't show how far you have to go from this spot.
Here's a fun fact for you. This actually isn't even the portage. This is the trail that you'd use to scout the rapids. And it was a absolute nightmare to get through here. We did arrive at the takeout though.
Well, here's the last takeout. And they actually mean business. Stop, arrête. And it doesn't look like a nice takeout at all, eh? Like for your canoe, I think you have to do it here, but climbing up there is going to suck. Well, we're at the end of the portage. It was pretty long, and I think we went down the wrong trail because we did a trail that basically scouts the river the whole way down, and it was an absolute nightmare. No matter what, the next trail has to be better. Absolutely has to be better. I just had a mouthful of nuts, chocolate, and raisins. I'm gonna get some water into me. And then
you have chocolate?
I have chocolate. Yes, sir, but it's in my trail mix. I'll give you some after. But yeah, it's I'll give you a view. Look at this beautiful place. 1500 meter portage complete. Had to put the canoe down halfway, let some people pass, but we got it done in 2 carries. It's pretty nice. Oh, Victor just caught some dinner. All right, so we are back on the water. We do have another couple sets of rapids and some portaging to do coming up, but I think we're gonna take a break and do some fishing. As it turns out, there's actually a cabin you can rent here and sleep in there right on this lake and do some fishing and hanging out. It's a really nice location. All right, we got a fish on. Decent little bassy bass. Oh. Come on, buddy. Oh. Yeah, fuck. Oh well. Catch and release. See if we can get another one. So we're sticking right, we're good. This looks like a swift to me. Crazy at the end around this corner, we're good. Just seems like a swift. From one side to the other, and the beavers were chasing it away, splashing their tails. It was pretty cool. Oh, he's still slapping over there. Grumpy old beaver. See if I can get some. See if I can make it go the storm in the water. And they can stay there for quite a while too. You can see them behind there. It's an 820. Apparently, the last stretch of it's a real MFer. I guess that's what we heard. So we'll see how the port goes. We'll take all our gear down there, and then after that, we'll come back at the canoe. You know, You know how it goes. This is kind of our view at the moment. Beautiful spot. Just wish the wind would die down.
So the beginning of this 840 meter portage actually was pretty nice. Nice smooth trail, easy to walk. I've got all my gear on me, my backpack, my net, my fishing rod, my paddle, my life vest, everything I can carry to make sure that when I go back, all I have to do is take the canoe, because later on it was a good idea, because this trail was absolutely horrible. Steep hills, rocks, roots, the whole deal. And at the very end of it, there was like just a pile of loose rocks you had to walk across for about 30 or 40 meters, and it was an absolute nightmare. We were warned by people passing by on the way back that there's a bunch of ankle breakers at the end. So we ended up figuring out a solution.
So this is an absolute mess, and absolutely why we are going to be carrying our canoe. These rapids here are considered a class 4, I believe, right? Yeah, according to the map, they're class 4. Probably depending on what time of year you go, but that one section is absolutely treacherous, and it could pretty much ruin your trip real quick. So there's a Runaway Falls? Runaway? Roll away.
That's it, man. That's the one that will kill you.
Yeah. Roll away rapids.
Stop.
You're better to do the portage. So this is actually going to be our put in right here. The other end, down at the other end, is actually even worse. So we're going to put in here, hop in the canoe, and just paddle around that one rock, and we should be good. So I'm going to put this down and we're going to get moving. Alright, so we just did a really horrible portage. Worst one of the trip by far, I think. It's not the longest one, but it was pretty bad. And now we're heading into the place called the Natch, where the river really narrows up. And we're going to be heading to our night 3. Oh man, we should fish in here for a little bit. Should we?
Yeah, we should.
Okay, we're not going into the Natch yet. We're going to go fish over in this corner first. I'll let you know when we're going into the Natch. It's a really cool spot. You want it? Easy boy. Easy boy. There we go. Nice little bassy bass. You want to attach it to your goodies? Alright, another one for the pot. Well, little catfish on a jig. Whacked it pretty hard. Didn't get it on video, unfortunately, but here it is. Release. See if we can get another one.
Alright guys, just got the GoPro in my hand here. Let's give it a quick look. It's almost like a gear bomb went off. We got clothes drying, everything set up, ready to go. So for now, I'm just going to take it easy with the boys. So I will see you tomorrow. Alright, so we got a little bit of water boiling. I'll show you this setup in a second. But we're going to be eating some Kung Pao beef from Alpine Air. We'll see how this goes. Don't know how good it's going to be, but anyway, it's food. Alright, we got a boil.
And just for the record, Kung Pao beef is not too bad.
Had breakfast, packed up real quick because we got up late. But today on the docket, we've got some fishing. I think we have 3 portages. One of them is going to be super long if the water's not high enough. Something like 2 kilometers is going to be brutal. But anyway, we're going to be heading out here. I'll have to collect some water, my Ketadine B3, and then basically we're on the road. I just don't want to fill up my water with all that scuzzy shit floating on top of the water. It's kind of nasty. I'll wait till I get out to where the water's a little more fresh.
There we go guys, have a look at that. A couple of northern water snakes standing on the rocks. I know it's a little shaky, I'm trying to do this with my cell phone. and it's windy, but look at those beauties. Some big ones right there.
Well, just ran another small rapid. I didn't have time to put the camera on, but it was like the roughest one yet. For us, smashed 2 rocks on the way down, but you know, we lived. All right, we're back at the portage. Started the portage for the Natch Rapids. It says it's the 275, but we actually think it's longer. Get some sun. First carry's done. We scouted it on the way. Rapids don't seem to be runnable. They're a little too violent. If we had helmets, we would do it, but we don't, so we're not. Yeah, maybe not even with helmets, but that's it coming down there, and it's much more rough on the way up. But once we're done, we got that scenery, and it's going to be, and I think it should be smooth sailing once we get the canoe down here. But this portage is really shit. I wanted to film it, but I don't think I'm going to. It's just going to be brutal. Oh, maybe I will. We'll see. The water's still a little high here. It's probably more like a class 3 if anything, but it's moving with some serious anger, so we're going to avoid this. This spot right here is an absolute leg eater.
All right, here's proof that Mark Abel is a beast of a man. I'm filming you. Look at this guy going up this with an 80-pound whitewater canoe. You need help? No? Going up this unlike anything I've ever seen.
These are, which falls are these at, Jesse? Okay, we're going through the lower Natch Rapids, right? Yep, I see it. Okay, and you're going to want to go to the left, right? Tell me where? Right down the middle? Happy with this? Which way? You're throwing water in the boat, Jesse. Where do you want to go? Into the next bend? We're coming in too fast, coming in too hot. That rock was tricky, man. It didn't give us enough time to fucking do anything. I think he said stay in your canoes. Running those rapids just saved us an absolute slog of a portage. That would have been absolutely terrible. There's broken trees and logs and everything all around the place. Just not good. But look at the scenery here. Have a look at this, guys. Nice cliff face. Gorgeous little spot. Yeah. Those are the rapids we just came down.
It's just amazing to see the scope of this thing. It's absolutely huge, this cliff face. Awesome, awesome spot.
Do you need me to net it? No, I'm good.
Oh, nice.
Just to give you a little backstory on this one, Victor actually caught a monster walleye here a few years back and lost it, and it's haunted him ever since. But this year he got redemption with these two beauties. Look at those. They will be our dinner.
When you said you had a second one and I saw your rod bend and it flipped out of the net, oh man.
It was like, it's impossible. I'm just stuck in the log.
Yeah.
No, it keeps on going to the land.
Holy shit. Yeah. Just ran another small rapid. I didn't have time to put the camera on, but it was like the roughest one yet. For us, smashed 2 rocks on the way down, but you know, we lived. Probably go out a little bit.
So sadly, my camera failed me again. Turns out I ended up catching this nice little muskie here and a decent sized catfish too, but didn't catch him on camera. Luckily, Vince took this shot for me.
Looks like it gets shallow over there. We might want to scoot around it in that deep spot.
So we're having a little trouble with the GoPro. We had to get off the water real quick. Weather started turning a little sketchy. And the campsites weren't all that great to choose from, but we got one here. It was kind of looking kind of sketchy in the beginning, but I think it's going to work out just fine. Let's give you a quick look behind me. That's me. That's Jesse over there. Vince is working on the fire, doing a great job. And there's their camp over there. Kind of looks like a gear bomb went off, but things were getting a little hectic when we got off the water. And anyway, seems to might have blown over. So looks pretty good.
You know, it's funny how Jesse caught a muskie, Mark caught a muskie, you caught a muskie as well on a bass.
On a bass. Well, today's dinner, Mexican style grilled chicken bowl. I don't know how it's going to be, but we'll see. Cooked it in the old twig stove. Well, and this is what happened to the walleye. Winner, winner, walleye dinner. Well, 6:30 in the morning. A lot of mist on the water.
and I'm freezing cold.
So we woke up and rushed out of the camp. I think we were all tired and ready to go home. But these waters here are just jam-packed full of predator fish, muskie, walleye, bass, and catfish. And I think one of the guys actually caught a creek chub for the most part. But we fished for the rest of the day while we were traveling down the river. Victor ended up catching this medium-sized catfish, which was pretty nice, but it was released.
Well, beautiful spot. I highly recommend anybody, if you've never done a trip like this, you should give it a try. Start with something nice and easy, small portages, no rapids, and then slowly work your way up to something at this level, and I think you'll have a blast. It's a life changer. There we go, bald eagle right there. Awesome. We're basically on our on the last lake, or the second to last lake. We just gotta finish this guy off, and then we're gonna call it done, I guess. I may bring you back a little bit if we catch any fish along the way, but for the time being, I guess this will be just about it. I'll get you back when we hit the landing.
You know, as far as this trip went, I mean, I think we all had an excellent time. I don't think we could have asked for anything more. But I think we were all tired and just wanted to get back home. So at this point, we just started paddling to get back to the takeout. Although I would like to come back here one day and actually fish these two lakes, Smith Lakes and McManus. I'm sure there's some probably lake trout and all kinds of goodies hidden in these waters here.
So here we are at the takeout at Lake McManus. We had to paddle probably the last two lakes. Is about 6 or 7 kilometers, I think. It was a long stretch, but we're all done now back here, and it's absolutely beautiful. Have a look at that. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. This is an awesome trip. It's life-changing even. I think everyone should do it at least once. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. You guys take care. Get out and explore, and I'll see you again soon.
I love you guys. You're freaking awesome.